Hello, welcome back to Artsy Crafty. Today I decided to make a what I'm calling a grunge looking box, or like in the steampunk style. I like that style. So here I'm just measuring out the size of the box that I want. This is more like a store, like a desk organizer, I guess you could call it. It's gonna be a very slim box. So it measures about 9 long, about 3.5 inches wide, and the tallest point will be 4 inches, and the shortest point is 3.5 inches tall. It's kind of at a slope. So here I'm just using this thick cardboard that I got with some packaging. Um, yeah, I'm just gluing it up with some hot glue. There, I was using my heat tool to readjust the hot glue. I find that works well. And here I have some watered down tacky glue, and I am going to be closing or reinforcing those seams with this paper. This is heavy cardstock paper. The colors will be dark for the box, so I thought this black one would be great because you will be able to see this paper after I finish decorating it. I'm just using the tacky glue, and I like to seal the inside like the seams, and then I'll go ahead and do the outside. So here I'm almost done. When you do this, it kind of makes the box a lot more sturdy and firm. so it won't be like all flimsy and stuff. So it'll be a nice sturdy box. So this is some pattern paper. I like this black and white. Oh, it's like black and beige. So I just cut it to the lengths and to the dimension of the sides. No, I think this is going to go on the inside. Here I decided to grunge it up a little bit, distress it with some ink. I want those edges to be nice and grungy looking. So I'll just be adding some, oh, I forgot what this tape's called. Some of that glue, I mean. What is it called? What is it called? What is it called? Glue stick. Yeah. So this is just the inside. At the end, I didn't add that bottom paper to the floor, but I'm thinking about adding some red paper. I'll probably do that later. So this is some different pattern paper. It's not pattern paper, but it's like this scrunched up leather looking blue paper. I want to add this to the outside. So I'm just measuring out the sizes for all around the box. So this paper has a white core, so you can see the seams, like the line of the edge of the paper. You see the line right there. So I decided to use my ink again. So I want to get rid or hide that line, so you can see one you can see, one you can't. So I'm just gonna ink up those edges. I think that's like a little distraction if you see the line. So here I'm just going to glue them all up with some tacky glue. So next I'm going to get some embossing folders. These are numbers and the other one is that pattern design. So I want to get some heavy cardstock and run it through my embossing machine. to get that pattern on the paper. So there you can see the pattern. It looks cool. And then I also run this numbers and through the machine. So I have these numbers. And I decided to paint this paper. Well, I'm drying it off. I spritz it with some water before running it through the machine. So I'm just deciding around where I want the pattern. So I decided I wanted it in a few areas there, and then this one I think I placed it in the back, towards the back. So I'm going to go ahead and paint them brown to make it look like if it's like worn, rusted out. So every time I paint it, I use my heat tool to dry them off. So now I'm grabbing some gold. So I just want to get the tiniest bit so I could run it through the top, and so that pattern pops through. I'll do the same for the numbers. So here you can see the pattern a lot better. So to add more texture, more dimension, I added this thin cardboard paper. It's like a very slim cardboard decorative paper. And I just want to add a few slabs of it. And here I'm just painting the edges, that brown color. And then I do distress it a little bit with some gold. I'm just arranging where I want the patterns or how I want them to lay. And here I have these strips of different paper and that I want to add. So there I'm just arranging them. I thought this looks good. So to these orange strips, I am marking them with my needle tool because I am going to punch holes through them so I could put some eyelets. Because for this one I wanted to add like a chain through it or string up a chain. To make it look like if it's chained up, the box is chained up. So here I'm getting my ink again because I want to distress it. So these strips look too clean, so I wanted to grunge them up. So I got some ink. And these are my eyelets. I want to get the darker ones. I think they're like more of a gunmetal looking eyelets. So this is the chain I want to use, and I am going to be hot gluing it through one. I just want a little bit to stick through, so I'm just gluing that edge. Like that. And then I'm gluing it to the other end, kind of like stringing it through. And then this one will be separate from the other little strip there. So it'll be like hanging off of it, and you'll see when I set it on the box. So here I want to adjust, set it like that. I thought that looked really cool. So here I'm just inking up that cardboard looking paper with some gold ink. I'm gluing that down, and then this is gonna run across it, so you get these layered look effect. So I think doing it like this looks really cool. and I'm gonna wrap it around so there's some design throughout the entire box, front, back, and sides. So I'm really liking how this is coming out. So here I have, this is just some cardboard that I ran some brads through it, so it makes it look like if it's got some rivets. So here I'm getting some metal embellishments. These are gears and some other embellishments, because it can't be steampunk with this without gears. On this video, I didn't show how I covered up the inside bottom, but I am going to add some red paper just so I could have some like a little pop of color. Definitely won't see it, but it'll be there. And then for the bottom, it'll just be some black cardstock. And I like how I set these on the edge. So I really liked how this box turned out, and I think I'll be making more of these. These are cool. Oh, and to glue the gears down, I used some epoxy glue, and then I let that set overnight. So here is the completed box. In the future I will put some red paper there at the bottom, but that's the last thing I have to add. So yeah, I like how this box turned out. I think it looks really cool. I like the details. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. If you guys watched it, thank you. And yeah, that's it. Bye!